We actually spoke with WCNC Charlotte's Myles Harris a couple of days ago about this. We were talking about the cooling station. So Gastonia leaders a couple of days ago responded to the criticism on the outdoor cooling station. There was a lot of controversy, the story that we brought you Sunday and then followed into this week and continue to follow. So they responded by opening up the indoor cooling facility for the unhoused population, reversing course after that controversial decision on the outdoor cooling station for our unhoused population. So WCNC Charlotte's Myles Harris is live in Gastonia ahead of an emergency meeting in less than an hour. Myles, you've been following the story this week. Catch us up. What's going on now?
Yeah, Nick, I'm going to be honest with you, there's still a lot of questions and confusion when it comes to that controversy surrounding the Gastonia cooling station. I want to bring somebody in that actually just arrived here. Councilmember Cheryl Littlejohn, you were literally just arrived here to the cooling station. Now, we know we were here a couple of days ago on Tuesday where the doors at the former Salvation Army building was open, allowing people to come in, at least cool off. That was part of the cooling station, but now it seems like those doors are closed. I mean, what do we know about this right now?
Right now, I'm going to say this. And we both out here in a lot of hot conditions. It is sad, it's cruel, it is heartless. And the back and forth between, I'm gonna say council and managers, let me tell you this is unacceptable. And the people in Gastonia, first of all, they deserve better. And the one thing that we must do, number one is, the building is safe. I personally went by to see the fire chief today. He walked it with his inspectors. So the building is safe. And so we need to clear up. And we say all of the miscommunication. No, people are hiding behind emails and texts and trying to run now. The bottom line is people's lives are at stake. And right now, too much politics. I'm not here for the politics. I am going to speak up, not only for my ward, but Salvation Army building, it is in Ward 4. But we have a lot of people that understand that they come here for help. And help was here. And I'm going to say, right behind us right now, help is packing up tables, chairs that they're not going to be able to utilize. Okay, so people have come and people have spent hard-earned money. A great effort was made, and I will say by Tasha White and other churches, City Church. People have dropped off things here. And now to say that we can't, and yesterday, the building was closed. But let me tell you what is you cannot defend. We had a lot of people up here yesterday that came and they set up a tent because the building was closed. And a call was made to volunteers, or a call, however the communication was, but they said that they were trespassing. Now volunteers that came out, that spent time, effort, money, they could not get in the building, so they set up outside. And for the city of Gastonia to tell volunteers that they were trespassing, I'm gonna tell you, it is not right, and we're gonna get to the end of it.
What can we expect from the meeting? There's a lot of anticipation, obviously, seeing the back and forth between the outdoor and the indoor cooling station. I mean, can we get an idea of what we can expect at 3 o'clock today?
Fireworks, because nobody is going to stand for this, and anybody that think this is acceptable, I'm gonna tell you this, I'm calling, and I'll say this, the council, and all of us, we calling for some change. And so we're not gonna stand by and play politics with people's lives. And I'm gonna say this, and I even asked the mayor, I said, you know what, we playing with 1 degree. Well, whenever it reaches 90, it's not 90 yet, 89, what is the predicted? Let me tell you this, back and forth, all I ask for, let's have our meetings outside here. Let's bring the city council meetings right out here in the heat, and we're gonna see how long. We got people that stay outside all day long, all night long, and we're trying to play with 1 degree. Oh, we don't go by the index, Councilwoman Littlejohn. We go, let me tell you, that's ridiculous. And for us to even entertain that kind of conversation, let me tell you this, nobody needs to see this. And look at volunteers. We got a volunteer van right now picking up things that were dropped off to help. And I'm gonna say what it is, the homeless. People wanna say, it's the unhoused. You know what? Unhoused conversation makes people feel comfortable. I'm not on the council to make people feel comfortable in their wrongdoing.
I want to ask you this though too, because I have to ask this. So we come out here and we see this. How did we get to this point though, where their misting fans were just outside here?
This was told to us, the planning. How all of this started was I went on my Facebook and I asked, what are we going to do? I said, we have a building that we just spent hard-earned taxpayers' money, $2 million for the previous Salvation Army building. I said, why not we use this building? Well, there's plans in work where the lead agency is Health Net. Well, let me say this. The lead agency and other continuum of care, if they thought that the last 6 months planning yielded this, and I told them, the planners need to be fired. This is unacceptable. Out of 6 months, we had a problem back in the wintertime. No warming station. So they had forewarning. You know that spring comes after winter, and I'm being real facetious, and you know summer comes right after spring. They knew it was going to be hot. But guess what? I had somebody about a year ago to tell me, when you step in this pool, and I'm going to say this, follow the money. Let me tell you, money tells citizens what we value. And if we do not value the homeless or the unhoused, however you want to put it, this right here is a reflection of what we think about the unhoused. And my sister told me, and I know she's going to say, oh my goodness, what is my sister going to say? She said, Cheryl, stop trying to make people care. That's sad.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. We'll see you at 3 o'clock today as well.
We'll see you at 3.
Awesome. So, Nick, again, this is the layout right now that we're seeing right now. We did see City come out here. They actually did put out a couple of tents over those misting fans. But again, there are still a lot of questions as far as what is the cooling station out here in Gastonia. We did get a chance to go over to that former Salvation Army building here off of South Broad Street here in Gastonia. There were signs on that door that mentioned that because the temperatures are below 90 degrees that they were not closing it, but it is above 90 degrees today and it's still closed. So we're hoping to get more of those answers and more of the opinions and voices of the people in the community like we just heard here. But then, Nick, like I told you there's still a lot of questions about what is the cooling station here in the city of Gastonia.
Myles, before I let you go, is Councilmember Littlejohn still there? Is she still right beside you? Or did she leave?
She just left, Nick. Yes,
Okay,
she
okay.
just left.
Okay.
Yep, she just left.
All right. Yeah,
But we do, but again, she did say that she will plan on speaking at 3 o'clock today.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of,
meeting.
again, we talked about this here in studio, off camera, a lot of questions there. Myles, great work there. And yeah, we'll check back in with you later on for what happens inside that meeting. As she said, fireworks inside that council meeting. Myles, again, thank you for your time. All right. Unexpected interview there.
That's why you tune in to us.
That's why you tune
never
here.
know what's gonna pop up.
You never know. And it just to pull back the curtain a little bit, the interview came within maybe a minute or two.
Maybe 30 seconds.
Maybe 30 seconds before we came on air. But that was Councilmember Littlejohn. I just want to ask and be transparent. I was going to ask Councilman Littlejohn, who is she planning to hold accountable?
Right.
Is there a particular person, department? I know she's kind of alluded to it, and maybe that will be addressed in the meeting, but that was my question for her. Myles, thank you for your time there. A lot of information when it comes to what we could expect or can expect from that emergency meeting. All right, so let's reset. Let's stay here at home. Let's talk about some weather.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Feels great outside.
It feels so good.
Is it hot outside? Is it still comfortable?
You've been the last person that was out.
nice.
Okay, so is
How nice is nice?
I would say pretty nice.
Like out of a 10.
I would give it. Well, I'm picky. I'm not a huge fan of those Carolina summers, but I'd give it relative to what we had last week. I'd give it like a 6, 7, maybe even an 8.
okay.
Oh.
With a nice beverage like a lemonade.
That says a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich on today's forecast.